Hello, happy Friday. Friday feeling. 21st Century Meditations coming at you again. So I've adjusted the question slightly. How am I doing? How am I feeling? That's how I'm going to start these now, because I want to talk about the big picture. I want to think about the big picture. How am I feeling? I feel like the beginning of the week was shit because I've had this fucking neck pain for now like 12 days or something, and went to get physio last Friday, and it still didn't fix it. So I had to go get more physio on the Monday or the Monday, and it still was fucking hurting. So only the last 2-3 days has it started to calm down, where it's more of an annoyance in my neck and I can't do particular things rather than absolute pain constantly. So that's how I was feeling, but everything else in my life has been great. Like the company's still growing really well. My diet and everything's really good. I'm losing weight down to like 12 stone something, which I've not been since I was like 14 years old or something. And the gym's opening up. Saturday is going to be fucking glorious tomorrow. The gym is reopening, and number 12 coffee shop, my local, where I get my free coffee, is opening. So it's going to be the best day of the year, probably. What's the big wins of the past week? I'd say the big win is connected to the big fail. The big fail was Tuesday or whatever. I finally just caved after like so many days of pain, where I was like, fuck it, and ate a Chicago town pizza and went to 3,700 calories or something, up from 2,100 I'm meant to be having. And so that was a big fail. But the big win was the next day, I had every craving to just continue to eat shit, but I didn't. And I got back on the horse, I jumped back on my steed, and I charged forward majestically and got out of that situation. So that's the big win. How well did you do at achieving your goals? My goals were a bit different. I ended up doing different work. So I wanted to get the workstation website done, which I did, which I'm very happy about. As one of our clients, we've built a website with Shopify, and it is lovely. If you need a website, holler at your boy. Smashed the podcast episode, did one with James Thornton. You can see it on this channel. He's so interesting to talk to. Like, really, it's underappreciated what he does. Like, he's put two places above Elon Musk in terms of people to make an impact towards moving humanity towards a more environmentally friendly world, because it's unbelievable what he does. He takes like the UK government to court when politicians say they're going to do stuff and they don't. Well, basically people like James Thornton turn up and fuck them over, which is great. So yeah, I achieved some of my goals, but I wanted to get the whole vanilla JavaScript course done. But my neck is just so fucked up that focusing on really intensive learning like JavaScript is not the thing to be doing. I need to be relaxing my neck where possible. So I didn't do that. And I also didn't have a perfect week with my diet, which I wanted to in the last week building up to the gym. So wins and positives and negatives. Sometimes a healthy body, if you don't have a healthy body, you're fucked, basically. But I'm making progress around it, I think. I just need to do lots of little things to solve it, like stretching and all this boring stuff. What's the big challenges the company faces and what are possible solutions? I think that the engagement pods that we offer, it's working in the small fry stuff, where like it's a very nice feature to have, but it's not like gonna change your business. And people basically naturally are like, what's the cheap answer? They want to have success for £50 on Instagram. They want to be building some huge following on Instagram for £50. It's like, that doesn't work. It's not the reality of how the world works. Like, you need to really invest either yourself or paying someone else like us to do it for you. You can't do it for £20 and suddenly find yourself being the next Kim Kardashian. So I think that moving away from engagement pods, because I'm fucking bored of people thinking that there's going to be their holy grail, and just pushing the real answers, which is things like these big email sent competitions we do, or Facebook ads, or LinkedIn lead generation. Those are the real services that are going to transform people's businesses and make them, radically increase their sales. But people find it difficult to imagine or find the space to invest the real money that's needed to make real success. What are the biggest opportunities currently for the taking? I think LinkedIn is killing it for us, so I'm really enjoying selling that more. Ollie's doing a really, really good job with that. He works in my team. Big opportunities. I think I want to just charge for with the website more. I've been really busy this week with lots of really great client work. We've had loads of companies starting up with LinkedIn, for example, this week. So we've had to do a lot of work setting them up. But I want to get back into the web development and build this info site. We're doing these new designs and then build Founders ecosystem, which I'm really excited for. So that's the big opportunity, which I need to get going on. How has my energy been? It's been a fucking mess because of my neck. I don't want to talk about that anymore. And how could I improve it? I need to be more disciplined in my morning stretches to do them properly and thoroughly. And I need to do the evening ones better. And I need to get back in the gym and start doing strength work for my back properly, to get my back all sorted, to get my shoulders in the right place. And I need to do meditation better and more regularly and more consistently and for longer periods. What are the big, who impressed you this week? I think Ollie impressed me. I think Ollie's had a lot of work to do this week. He's had 2 LinkedIn clients to set up, and he's also got all of the existing LinkedIn work to do and everything. So he's done a really, really good job. I'm very impressed by him. What am I grateful for? I'm grateful for the team I've got, all being stable and really like sticking to their work and working alongside me very effectively. That's made my life, manageable this week, and I've not been so helpful a couple of days because I've been in pain. I'm grateful for my gym opening back up. I'm grateful for the coffee shop. I'm grateful for Saturday. It's going to be fucking glorious. I'm going to appreciate that so much. It's going to be beautiful. What are you reading, listening to, and what have you taken from it? I'm listening to a book after I've listened to the Naval podcast, a book called Rational Optimist, which is all about basically the importance and the power of capitalism to move humanity forward and trade, and how it's so built into us. And people kind of attack it all the time for causing all of life's problems, and how we were better off back in the caveman days, which is shit. It's absolute crap. Like most people's children died every time. You had to have 10 children to hope that one of them survived type situation. Everybody like the best one it talks about is like, if you think that it was so great back then, one word to change your mind: dentistry. Your teeth were fucked. They decayed, they rotted, you had horrible tooth pain. Who do you go to when you have that nowadays? You go to a dentist, and they have extremely scientific, advanced, capitalist built systems to stop that pain from occurring, other than pulling your teeth out. So be thankful for the world that you're in right now, and be thankful to capitalism and the systems around it. And also the biggest lesson it's given me actually was, when people talk about feminism or people talk about racism and confronting these serious problems, they often are the same people that attack capitalism. But without prosperity in capitalism, you wouldn't be able to think about those problems. People don't think about feminism when they're starving to death. People don't think about transgender rights when they're starving to death. People don't think about equal pay in work when there's someone trying to break down their door and murder them. So the basics which are covered, and people being fed properly, the Maslow's hierarchy being covered properly, allows you to worry about these higher level things, the self-actualization things, like, I think that I'm unhappy because X, Y, and Z. More ultimately, these things are smaller problems than starving to death, or being murdered, or being raped, all of these horrible things that used to occur in much larger numbers. And it's not like the problems have been solved, but they have been massively reduced. Like infant mortality is like, I don't know what the numbers are exactly, but it's like 5% or something nowadays compared to like over 50% in the past. Like it's absolutely mental how much humanity has progressed. And stop forgetting about that and just attacking everything. Appreciate what we have now. It's a bit of a rant for you. How could I help lift someone else? I think being supportive of my local businesses, people talk about this. I think I'm going to go back to my gym. I'm going to go to my number 12 coffee shop. I'm going to try and be a good customer. I'm not going to be a dick when I go, and I'm not going to complain that I can only go to the gym for an hour. I'm not going to complain that little details of it. I'm not going to complain that number 12 has a bit of a queue when I try and go there for my coffee. I'm going to be a good customer. I'm going to be a nice guy. I'm going to try and tip. I'm going to buy an extra can of energy drink or whatever. I'm going to invest and show faith in the system and support those businesses to help them come back from this shitty period of COVID. How could I do more of what I love? I think this week has been, I can't complain. I've had lots of client work to do, but I'm not complaining about that because it's been great client work. Actually, how can I do more of what I love is improve my health, because if I'd have felt fine in my neck, I would have been able to do a lot more web development and more of the things I love this week. So I need to take real direct action right now to put more habits in place with some real kind of like habit triggers. So like I like to use notes of paper, literally writing to do shit. Like I've got one on my desk somewhere that says, I put it over my keyboard that says, go for a walk before you turn this computer on. So I started doing morning walks. Or I've got one on my bed that says, do these selection of stretches. So I have to lift that piece of paper up to be able to go to bed. So I know that I'll do it. So I need to do some more of those. What's the big one lesson you've learned from this past week? Health is the ever undervalued but ever important thing. Without being healthy, you cannot be sustainable. Working 14 or like 16-hour days at your desk, you will break yourself and you will no longer be able to do anything useful. So balancing that with stretching and with health, with the gym, which I'm very excited for, and all these things, is more efficient than not. So going to the gym means that you can do more work in the long term than not. So that's the big lesson, which you need to remember. Remind yourself, anyone who's the 4 people watching this, health is extremely important and will mean that you get more work done. It's a smart investment. 12 minutes, shorter again.